Jessica accidentally discovered that her husband Benjamin's female secretary was HIV positive. She was about to tell Benjamin about the secretary's medical results, but right at the office door, she overheard the two of them flirting. Jessica froze on the spot. Her mind flashed back to when Benjamin proposed to her, swearing that if he ever betrayed her, he would die of a terrible illness. She never thought those words would actually come true one day. Jessica wiped away her tears with determination, took a deep breath, and pushed the door open. Sure enough, the moment she stepped in, she saw a very obvious hickey on Benjamin's neck. But she didn't expose him. Instead, she simply told Benjamin to come home that night to celebrate their 5th wedding anniversary together. Then she turned around and left without looking back. But as soon as she stepped out of the office, the secretary blocked her way. The secretary mocked Jessica for not being able to keep Benjamin's heart, then deliberately splashed coffee all over her. Jessica immediately slapped the secretary across the face. The secretary tried to fight back, but Jessica swiftly slapped her again. Hearing the commotion, Benjamin rushed out. When he saw the secretary lying on the floor, he didn't say a word to Jessica. He just carried the secretary away. Jessica knew then that Benjamin's heart was completely gone, so she decisively called her assistant and told him to prepare a divorce agreement. Jessica waited at home until midnight. Benjamin finally came home, but he only came back to defend his secretary, claiming with a straight face that there was nothing between them. Trying to appease Jessica, Benjamin promised he wouldn't go anywhere that night, but just as he finished saying that, the secretary called, saying someone had drugged her at a dinner party. Benjamin immediately forgot what he had just promised. Seeing that he was about to leave, Jessica told him to sign the contract before he left. Benjamin accused Jessica of being petty. Then he hastily signed his name, and without a backward glance, he left. Holding the signed divorce papers, Jessica thought that if Benjamin did come back tonight, she would give him the secretary's medical report. But on the other side of town, Benjamin rescued the secretary, and after hearing just a few words from her, he believed that Jessica had set her up. So he stayed with the secretary for the next few days and had no intention of returning home. One morning, Jessica was having breakfast at home when she suddenly received taunting photos from the secretary. The secretary even warned Jessica to get lost soon. The 30-day divorce cooling off period passed quickly. That day, Jessica's assistant brought her the finalized divorce certificate, along with an invitation to an auction. He told her that the auction would feature HIV inhibitor medication, and that Benjamin and the secretary would both attend. That evening at the auction, Benjamin attended with the secretary as usual. The business partners assumed the secretary was Benjamin's wife. Benjamin awkwardly tried to explain, but just then, Jessica suddenly appeared. She praised the partners for their good taste, saying the secretary would soon indeed become Benjamin's wife. Benjamin's expression immediately darkened. He stepped forward and accused Jessica of talking nonsense, but Jessica calmly sat down, saying she wasn't wrong. She even mocked Benjamin, saying just looking at him made her sick. Benjamin was about to argue back, but the auction had already begun, so he sat down awkwardly. To make the secretary happy, Benjamin bought everything Jessica bid on and gave it all to the secretary. Soon, the HIV inhibitor medication went up for bid. Jessica bid without hesitation. The secretary sneered that Jessica was bidding so fast because she must have HIV herself. Benjamin immediately stormed over to Jessica and questioned her in front of everyone. The guests began whispering and gossiping. Seeing that Jessica was about to bid again, Benjamin raised the price to $100 million and won the bid. The secretary pretended to suggest giving the medicine to Jessica, but Benjamin, wanting to destroy her, smashed the vial on the ground. Then he publicly demanded to know from Jessica when she had gone behind his back to sleep around. Facing the crowd's judgmental stares, Jessica calmly pulled a medical report from her bag and threw it at Benjamin's chest. Benjamin looked closely and realized the report stated that it was the secretary who had HIV. His eyes widened in shock. The secretary snatched the report away, and when she saw the truth, she screamed that Jessica had drugged her before and now forged a report to slander her again. Benjamin once again chose to believe the secretary. He was about to confront Jessica right there, but Jessica didn't waste any more words. She threw another photo onto the table of the secretary conspiring with another man. When Benjamin saw the picture, he glared at the secretary furiously. The secretary finally panicked completely.